Next summer, the city of Winnipeg is implementing a change to their insect control program. The city has decided to stop fogging with Malathion and are hoping to be using a new pesticide called Deltagaurd. So, why does the city fog to control mosquitoes? It started decades ago as a solution to control the summertime nuisance known as the mosquito. When first implemented, it was viewed as a way to make our lives more pleasant and much less to do with the control of disease. Malathion fogging in Winnipeg nowadays is tied very closely with this idea of disease control. This was especially apparent in the summer of 2001. In 2001, the government declared the West Nile virus a public health emergency. Millions of dollars were put into fogging programs, and the fear of West Nile virus helped change legal barriers to spraying in the city's neighborhoods. Soon after this, the Environmental Amendment Act was passed. The primary purpose of this act was to reduce the potential impact of the West Nile virus by giving the province and municipalities greater rights of entry to spray adulticides over urban areas. Adulticides are pesticides designed to kill adult insects rather than their larvae. Malathion is an organophosphate insecticide that is used both in agricultural and residential settings. Malathion is applied as an ultra-low volume spray. When these very fine aerosol droplets become suspended in air, they kill adult mosquitoes upon contact. Malathion is quite volatile, but has a low potential to leach into groundwater. It is not usually persistent in soil or water systems, and has a half-life of half of a day in soils. It acts as a choline esterase inhibitor and a neurotoxin. It is moderately toxic to mammals, birds, and earthworms. Malathion is also highly toxic to honeybees and aquatic species, with the exception of algae. In humans, a high dose of Malathion would overstimulate our nervous system. It would cause nausea, dizziness, convulsions, and at very extreme high doses, it could cause death. But Malathion is never sprayed anywhere close to this dosage. It's been tested extensively, and application rates have been determined to be safe. Much of the knowledge we know on Malathion actually comes from bad press. So, back to Winnipeg's choice to stop spraying with Malathion. Some argue that this decision came about after years of public concern. But the City of Winnipeg released a statement in 2015 saying that the reason they won't be renewing their contract is due to the manufacturer insisting on adding an indemnification clause. The clause would mean that Winnipeg would have to take full liability for any perceived or actual damage caused by Malathion. Instead of Malathion, the city will be using Deltagaurd. Deltagaurd's main active ingredient, deltamethrin, is a man-made molecule modeled after a natural insecticide extracted from the chrysanthemum flower. It works by blocking the sodium channel activation gates in insects. Deltagaurd is among the most popular and widely used pesticides in the world. It has been used for over 15 years and is recommended by the World Health Organization Pesticide Evaluation Scheme. Deltagaurd has the lowest application rate when compared to other insecticide products. The amount used is comparable to about 1 aspirin-sized tablet of active ingredient dispersed over an entire football field. Deltagaurd is highly absorptive in soils. It has very little potential to leach into groundwater. It degrades quickly via hydrolysis and microbial action. Deltagaurd is used in Canada in agriculture systems, but is not yet registered for use as an adulticide for mosquito control. Exposure in humans can cause convulsions, ataxia, dermatitis, diarrhea, tremors, and vomiting. It is highly toxic to aquatic organisms such as amphibians, crustaceans, mollusks, and plankton. Just like Malathion, Deltagaurd also kills non-target insects such as bees. Currently, the city spends about $100,000 per citywide application of fogging Malathion. Fogging with Deltagaurd would cost nearly 3 times as much. So, given what we've learned today, what would you do? What would you choose if the choice was up to you?